Dalanzadgad, city of Umnu province, located in the southernmost part of Mongolia, is 575 kilometers away from Ulaanbaatar city. It has an area of 165,000 square kilometers and has 15 districts and 61 communities as of the end of 2022. Umnu province has a population of 73,842 and 23,715 families. As of 2022, the production of 1.9 trillion tukrits was ranked third in the country and first in the region. Since 2006, Umnu province has been independently collecting revenue for the state budget. 2010. Education. As of 2023, there are more than 15,000 students in 22 general education schools, more than 6,000 children in 31 preschool education institutions, and more than 1,950 teachers. Also, the Institute of Technology in Umnu province, affiliated with SHUDIS, was established locally in 2022. The first-year students were enrolled in mining, energy, and information technology engineering, and there were more than 80 students in total. Within the framework of the Local Endowment Program for the Development of Umnu province in 2020 through 2024, the programs Skilled Teacher, Future Child of Govi, Let's Work in the Homeland with the Profession You Have, and the Student Exchange are being developed and implemented. There are more than 350 children with disabilities in the province and 258 children that are enrolled in the education services. Also, within the framework of the Local Endowment Program, the 850-seat musical theater and the museum have been newly built and put into use to protect the heritage and development of the arts and entertainment industry. Also, the construction of a new library, which has an English language study room with digital equipment, and the expansion of the book collection meets the standards of the global libraries. Infrastructure. 12 SUMs in Umnu province are connected to the national electricity grid, while 3 SUMs in the western region are supplied with imported electricity from China, and a 50-megawatt wind power plant is operating in Sogsodse SUM. Mongolia's top-of-the-line, non-crossing, heavy-duty railway in the Talvin-Golgi-Gashan-Suhat route, which is the main route of Mongolia's mining exports, was put into operation. The railway is the first major development that will make a big contribution to the economics of the province as well as Mongolia. Agriculture. At the end of the year, 2.6 million livestock were counted, and it is a leading position in the economic development. As a result, this sector provides 95% of the local meat consumption and 15% of dairy products. 60% of 10.1 million hectares of pastoral land is irrigated. Starting in 2020 through 2024, irrigation will be brought to 70% in accordance with the carrying capacity of pastures. And the second campaign of pasture irrigation was launched. In this way, more than 240 hectares of land are cultivated, providing more than 30% of vegetables for the local population. Environment and tourism, natural resources. The Gobi and other desert areas of Mongolia are the least affected by agricultural activities, and because they are one of the largest areas in the world, 33.58% of the province's land area has been protected by the state. 16.2% of it belongs to the Gobi 3 beautiful natural parks, 1.9% to the Zagi Sexual Water Nature Reserve, 11% to the Gobi Small Nature Reserve, and 4.48% to the Toson Bumba Nature Reserve. 72% of the total area of the province has state and local special protection, and 8.1% has a mineral license. There are 614 plant types, 262 species, and 60 genres that were registered in the flora of Umnu province. Of these, Bhutan's Ulan Tulam, Populus diversifolia, are listed in the Ulan Book of Mongolia, which are considered to be the most of importance. The Gobi Desert region of Mongolia is home to 33 species of endangered or threatened animals. The snow leopard is the largest wild animal of the Gobi, which lives in the Alashan Desert. It is endangered in the world and extremely rare in the wild. Contrary, the pika is the smallest animal in Mongolia, but it attracts the attention of many researchers. There are also many other spectacular animals, such as the wild horses, black-tailed gazelle, the white-tailed gazelle, flat camel, and the Gobi bear. The Ongai River originated from the Hongai Mountains and passing through 8 sumes of 3 provinces. It flows for more than 460 kilometers and flows into the Hulan Lake. In the province, there are the Hongai River, Sagan River, and the White Lake of Tokumi, which is fed by rainwater, and also the Red Lake of Balga. There are small lakes such as Shulut and Sel, and oases such as Genget, Hovd, Kurshut, Narandats, Zulgani, Zumad, and about 600 springs. Currently, 27 underground water deposits have been studied. There is a study by scientists who estimate that the underground water resources of the region are 261 million years old. Tourism. There are historical monuments such as Sakhurt Valley Stone Weapons Workshop, which is considered the largest in the world. Urki Chirka, where Lord Chinggis Khan spent the last winter of his life, the place where the umbilical cord of Batmunk Dayan Seton Han was buried, the energy source, Demchik Monastery. Beautiful sand dunes such as Gobi Gurvan Sahan, Hangur Els, Bog Toli Had, Galbi Gobi, Algu Ulan, Haya Bokti, and Dut, which are sacred to the state, extend from hundreds of meters to tens of kilometers. Natural beauty spots such as Nemegd Great Tunnel, Herman Sav, Torgrog Table, Bayanzag, Kurhi, and Algi Red Savs create favorable conditions for the development of tourism and attract domestic and foreign tourists. Mining. Out of more than 80 mineral deposits and more than 200 mines in Umnu province, 3 large deposits of strategic importance have been identified in Tavan Tolgi, Oyu Tolgi, and Naran Sukat. Oyu Tolgi, Taram Tolgi, Erdney's 5 Heads, Energy Resources, Eternal Lord Temple, Dongyun, Many Piles of Gold, Right Direction, MAK, Chinhua Mak, Naran, Suha, Sas Gobi Sands, Rising Coins, Terra Energy, Javahat Horde. 14 companies are involved in mineral extraction. As of 2023, there are 108 explosion permits, 50 exploration permits, and a total of 158 valid mineral permits. Mongolia's coal production, export, and domestic demand have tripled in the last 5 years, and about 90% of it's accounted for by companies operating in the region of Umnu province. Out of this, the contribution of the locally owned Tavan Tolgi, JSC, to the local budget is the largest. The total reserves of the Naran Sukat group of deposits are about 840 million tons. First, Kurhan Tolgi Coal Mine, LLC was established in August 2002 with equal private investment from Mongolia's Mongolian Alt, LLC, and China's Qingyuan Group, and started exporting coal in April 2003. Challenging environmental problems. Although it is true that the mining industry in Umnu province is the main basis of the country's economy, the state policy aimed at water, desertification, and rehabilitation has been lacking. For example, the Herlan Tan project, which aims to draw water from the Herlan River in Hente province to the Gobi region, has been discussed for many years. It has not been implemented. Adequate water resources are needed to build concentrators that can at least multiply the export earnings of mining products. Unfortunately, due to the lack of progress in the project to draw water to the Gobi region, some Some projects based on large beds such as Oyutolgai, Talvin-Tolgai, and Naran Suhat are using groundwater for production, which is struggling to nourish the Gobi soil. The currently discussed Herlanton project, it will be delivered to the Talvin-Tolgai deposit through the Sanhan, Sagan Sav, and Zag sexual water pipes. A total of 702 kilometers long and 800 millimeter diameter pipe is planned to be drawn to the reservoir near the Talvin-Tolgai deposit. It is estimated that the project will require an investment of $800 million to $1.2 billion. The hectares affected by the desertification due to the lack of water are increasing day by day. 76.9% of Mongolia's total territory, or 120.3 million hectares of land, has been affected by desertification, of which 23%, or about 30 million hectares, are classified as severe to very severe desertification, according to a study by the ministry. In particular, 50 to 95% of the total territory of the province, such as the Gobi and the field areas of Umnu, has been affected by desertification and land degradation. On the initiative of the President of Mongolia, the Billion Trees National Movement to Prevent Desertification was launched. In this context, Umnu province has developed a management plan and started planting 70 million trees, taking a big step against desertification. Foreign relations. Based on the principle of the unity of the state's foreign policy and activities, Umnu province is expanding its cooperation in the areas of social, economic, infrastructure, cultural, educational, and agricultural sectors with neighboring cities and provinces of China and China's Inner Mongolia and other countries such as Republic of Korea, Belarus, India, Singapore, Canada, Association of Regional Governments of Northeast Asia, International Federation of Scouts, Republic of Korea Health Tourism Association in Busan, United Nations Population Fund, and the Australian Embassy in Mongolia. We are also expanding cooperation with countries and organizations such as NGOs in Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, and Ireland in the fields of tourism, employment, and education.